Race number 2 on the card out of 8 sprinters behind the gates. The time of speed right now, 8 good sprinters are going to contest this condition race over 6 furlongs over the straight turf track. Number 1, Blue Metal Jacket, Salvatore Sulas. Number 2, Chiaro Scuro, Dario Di Tocco. Number 3, Enta Homri, Claudio Colombi. Number 4, Mio Bello, Alberto Sanna. Number 5, Momento Giusto, Alessio Satta. Number 6, Primo Violino, Samuele Diana. Number 7, Raifan, Carlo Fiocchi. Close the field. Number 8, Tawang, Dario Vargiu. Quite open race with number 5, Momento Giusto for the Alma Racing of Massimiliano Allegri. Most regular called by Muarar for the Silk. Of the Alma Racing, at the debut in Roma Capannelle, quite positive on last 5 out with 1 solid second, got in Milano behind 1 classic sprinter, 4 wins over 33 races, more often placed than winner, but should be in the money again today. Second contender of the race, number 8, Tawang, strong and classy horse, still quite green prospect, but here back after the winter break and employed to race over a shorter trip, never facing life yet. 2 times winner over last 2 out over 7 furlongs need to be checked in terms of pure speed here, but they're off and running. From the inside to the outside, in pink and green, number 8, Tawang. Blue Metal Jacket in yellow and blue, number 1. Then Mio Bello, the white face under green and yellow silk down to the mid-side of the field. That's on its outside. The white nose band and red jacket of Momento Giusto. Then comes on the extreme outside, Chiaro Scuro in white and red, number 2 of the field. That has the white face of Enta Omri in white cap. The far side of the track, Tawanda and Dario Vargiu at the halfway stage of the race are the new leader of the race. Chiaro Scuro, then Enza Omri, the front line of the race. Momento Giusto is trying to get closer. Mio Bello and Blue Metal Jacket with Raifan last of all. Enza Omri, the one to catch for Chiaro Scuro, and then Tawang that is now asked for more by Dario Vargiu, racing down the final furlong. Tawang down to the rail, then Enza Omri, Chiaro Scuro, then Mio Bello and Blue Metal Jacket. Far side, Enza Omri, near side, Tawang that is resisting until the line. Number 8, Tawang goes on to score the second race in Roma. Second, one good Enta Omri. In third should be Chiaroscuro, then Blue Metal Jacket, but have to watch the replay back. 8 and 3, no doubts for the winner of this race. In third, number 2, Chiaroscuro. For number 1, Blue Metal Jacket, Tawang gets the third in a row, the 5th over 9 races under quite solid and promising style today over the shorter trip. So good for the next on the road of Premio Tubdini. 8, 3, 2, 1, the final and provisional result for race number 2 in Roma Capannelle. Back to Roma Capannelle for one of the most qualitative races of the day, most classic trial towards the Italian Derby. Reserved for the 3 years old, only racing over 1 mile, 2.5 furlongs, main turf track. The lineup of the race: number 1, Benfa Gabriele Cannarella, number 2, Black Chester, Dario Vargiu, number 3, Colm Riff, Nicola Pinna, number 4, Chico Tai, Alberto Sanna, 5, Dark Defense, Pasquale Borrelli, number 6, Diomede, Germano Marcelli, number 7, Man With The Plan, Fabio Branca, 8, Montener, Dario Di Tocco, number 9, Sea Emperor, Salvatore Sulas, number 10, Tap Flicker, Carlo Fiocchi, 11, Toussaint, Marco Ghiani, number 12, Verso le Stelle, Alessio Satta. Open race with one favorite, number 11, Toussaint, the Cloth of Stars, 97 of response rating, Italian bred for the most famous silk in Italy, Razza Dolmello, Olgiata, also in progress, that tries the longer trip today on the road to Italian Derby, 2 times winner on last 2 out, the best rating inside the field, well ridden by Marco Ghiani. So the 1-2 beat for this field, quite open. Number 3, Colm Reef by Churchill, 3 wins over last 4 out, was wrong out of the money on its second last year in Rome by suffering the heavy ground that time, beat 2 good rival on last out in Milan and will be likely the money again today. Serious contender. Then number 6, Diomede, another Italian-bred leading actor by the last season. Group play set 2, quite solid performance. 3 times second on last 3 out, but they're off and racing away in the Botticelli Prize Stakes. The race number 3 on the card in Roma Capannelle with the favorite number 11, Toussaint. The wide nose band for the Razza d'Ormello Olgiata, second position towards the inside. Blue jacket of number 3, Colm Reef. Then Verso le Stelle, the Sea the Stars called number 12 is racing in third, as on its outside Dark Defense. Then in the midst of the traffic is Many the Plan, which has on its inside the yellow jacket of number 9, Sea Emperor. Diomede under full green silk and white cap is right there in 7th position, covered by Tap Flicker, the US bred colt number 10 in pink that lives as backmarker of the race. Black Chester and Benfa, the 2 Sicilian guests, as they make their way around the turn under the lead of Toussaint and Marco Ghiani. Verso le Stelle and Chicotai, Colm Reef with Montaner that is now fourth, wider from the rail, cover on the inside. Sea Emperor, the second line of the race, with Diomede that is well placed in 6th position, when Man with the Plan in 8th, Tap Flicker, then Dark Defense, Black Chester and Benfa. The final stretch of the Botticelli Prize, Chicotai is coming to Toussaint. Third is Montaner, Ask for More. Verso le Stelle is now trying to angle out. Colm Reef is weakening. Then Diomede is well placed in 6th position, trying to drift in down to the center of the curves. On top, Toussaint under the whip. Chicotai is insisting on the outside. Then 2 furlongs left to go. Verso le Stelle, Colm Reef, Montaner. Then Dark Defense and Diomede are trying to make ground with Man with the Plan. Also Dark Defense is trying to catch a Chicotai. Toussaint is weakening down to the rail, racing down the final 120 yards. Dark Defense, the national defense colt, is turning literally away from the rival. Chicotai in second, Toussaint in third, up to the line. Big shock in Premio Botticelli. Dark Defense number 5 over number 4 Chicotai are close for the third. Toussaint number 11 and Man with the Plan number 7. So photo finish for the third. Dark Defense for Pasquale Borrelli, Pier Antonio Convertino, Elisabetta Marcialis, the connection of the third winner of the day in Roma Capannelle on the road to Italian Derby. 25-1 for Dark Defense, Chicotai in second, photo for the third between number 7 and 11.
Vai, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Roma Capannelle. It's the time of the Italian 2000 Guineas Group 3 reserved for the Colts. So 3 years old, only 1 mile to cover, 1 turn over the main turf track. The lineup of the race: number 1, Beholder by Expert Eye, ridden by Carlo Fiocchi. Number 2, Blue Note by Blue Constellation, ridden by Giuseppe Erzegovic. Number 3, Calf Figure by Dark Angel, Nicola Pina on the saddle. Number 4, Gorgan by Study of Man, Jack Mitchell. Number 5, Interstellar by Zofani, Marco Ghiani. Number 6, Majin Buu Hadei, Dario Vargiu on the saddle. Number 7, Master by Territories, Mario Sanna. Number 8, Maturlo, Andrea Mezzatesta on the saddle by Star Spangled Banner. Number 9, Melfi by Kessar, Dario Di Tocco. Number 10, Midnight Mask by US Navy Flag, Salvatore Sulas. Number 11, Mr. Darcy, Faul Shur, Alessio Satta. Then number 12, Muratone, ridden by Fabio Branca by Mukadram. Number 13, Rising Palace by Palace Malice, Claudio Colombi. Number 14, Close the Field, River Spot by Havana Gray, Alberto Sanna. The rider of the last runner inside this field, quite open. Number 9, Melfi, is the current market leader of the race. 3 against 2 for the Kessar Colt. The best rating and the Italian champion miler at 2, second behind Winter Traum in the Grand Criterium during last season. Easy winner after the break. Here in Roma Capannelle has already defeated most of the 2-day major rivals. Never made any wrong race yet. The one to beat, but a quite short price. Second contender, number 4, Gorgan by Study of Man, the German guest that returns to run here the first one in the season after the third got right here in Group 3 on last November, defeat by Master and Diomed at that time, presented by the quite dangerous connection. Andreas Wohler used to do well in every trip outside Germany, one of the most serious contender of the race. Number 8, Maturlo, stakes winner at 2/5 only in the Grand Criterium, but returned to run quite well on its last out in Milan under quite strong acceleration. Another serious contender. Number 12, Muratone, classic colt, show quite good finish on last time out behind Midnight Mask. It can be favored by the large track as it always ran in Pisa. Well ridden, one to watch among the long shot of the race. River Spot, number 14, the Havana Grey at the 14 life, the second after the break. So likely race was 4 lengths behind Melfi on last out, but made a lot of ground inside the last 2 furlongs. Intrigues a lot today under the expect progress. Number 14, River Spot. Number 1, Beholder. It comes here with 2 consecutive wins in the pocket, but step up in class today and should not find the favorite softer ground. Present one, the leading connection, the one managed by Bruno Grizzetti, one of the long shot of the race. Number 2, Blue Note, positive milers, takes place at 2 in front of quite tough duty today. Number 3, Cult Figure, recently in port from Ireland, ex-Joe O'Brien, 1 win and 1 placement in Italy, asked to offer more today. Number 5, Interstellar, one of the 4 contenders presented by Endo Botti Galoppo. Quite green prospects, view in progress on this 3-year-old campaign, second behind one of the two-day major rival as Maturlo, one to carefully watch here. 100,000 euro at the Italian sale on 2022 for Interstellar by Zofani. Mejimbu, number 6, extremely positive colt, always in the money except the last one in Pisa, but racing well that time also, finishing well. It could have already shown its limit, one of the second line, not to exclude at all. Number 7, Master by Territories, Group 3 winner at 2 years old over a longer trip. Its connection preferred to have him here instead of in Botticelli Prize, called to rebound by a poor last race, which was after the break. Number 10, Midnight Mask, impressive winner in the Pisa Prize on last out, in progress but still behind Melfi in the past, looks for a place in the money. Mr. Darcy, number 11, Italian bred colt for the Alma Racing of Massimiliano Allegri. Its card for these guineas, consistent miler in front of a further step in class today. Number 14, US bred by Palace Malice, Rising Palace. Impressive win over last 3 out, cuts back in distance after the third got over a longer trip, one of the long shots of the race. 2 more, 3 more to complete the line of the Italian 2000 guineas. Muratone number 12, Mejimbu number 6, then the green silk of number 8, Maturlo, to complete the line. All the others inside the gate according to the betting. Melfi bit increasing its price, that remains the shortest one inside the field. Support Gorgan number 4, the stretch back to the mile for Andreas Wohler and Darius Racing. Then Maturlo 5-1 for the Star Spangled Banner under quite good finish on last time out. Rising Palace goes in triple digit for the US bred colt. Maturlo and Muratone, then Mejimbu. The loading process is going to be over, and the Premio Paroli, the Italian 2000 guineas, is now on the way in Roma Capannelle. Gates back and away they go. Race number 4 on the card, out of 8, here in Roma Capannelle. Early stages, River Spot, Interstellar, Muratone, Midnight Mask, the white face under black silk of number 10 is going to be the leader of the race. Cover on the outside by number 11, Mr. Darcy, the white nose band and the dark red jacket. Then the green silk of number 7, Master. Then on the outside, the yellow silk of number 3, Cult Figure. Then Maturlo in green, River Spot in 8th position, Muratone in the midst of the traffic. Then Majin Buu wider from the lane in light blue silk, number 6, that leaves Gorgan, the German guest, in third last position, followed by Beholder and Blue Note. Inside the final stretch of the Italian 2000 guineas under the early lead of Midnight Mask, Mr. Darcy is pressing the pace on the outside. Then it's coming good speed, Melfi, number 9, the favorite of the race, Cal Figure, then looking to the far outside, is coming on even the green silk of Maturlo, then Rising Palace and Majin Buu. Midnight Mask is still responding well to Melfi and Interstellar between horses, then comes at full speed. On the outside, Maturlo, number 8, that is coming to Melfi. The two Italians are trying to kick away from the rest of the rival. Open debate on the far side. Melfi on the near side is insisting Maturlo head to head, but Melfi sprinting away inside the Italian 2000 guineas. Wins the Parioli Prize, confirmed to be the champion miler here in Italy for the second season in a row. Berto Sanna, number 3, Frozen Juke, Carlo Fiocchi, number 4, Win the Best, Dario Itocco, number 5, Terrible Land, Daniele Scalora, number 6, What You Can, Alessio Satta, 7, Renegade, Germano Marcelli, number 8, Anche Meno, Giuseppe Erzegovic, 9, Charles Jambori, Walter Gambarotta, number 10, Love Revolution, Dario Vargiu, 11, Self Praise, Andrea Mezzatesta, number 12, Sparkle, A Lot, Abdillah Herreras, 13, Royal Status, Francesco Dettori, number 15, Blue D'Incanto, Gabriele Malun, number 16, Bottom Weight, Gonfie Vele, Davide Cirocca. Number 1, Canticchiando, the top weight, the current market leader, has the betting around 7 against 2 for the Ravens past 6 years old Colt, third out of 7 in the stake race, won by Estrosa right behind Mordimi that time. Definitely the one to beat here, even as to handle quite severe top weight, but it remains the market leader of the race. Then Man in Promise by Mason, quite dangerous if only near back to its best. Frozen Juke, group winner and stakes winner at 3, 4 and 5 years old, now at 8, is dropping down in class after a good second behind Mordimi. 19 wins over 52 races in life for this solid performer. Then Terrible Land and Win the Best, other two more that can be in the money. Win the Best by Helmet, would prefer softer ground, out of the money on last 2 out, but it's remaining one to watch. View its class, 14 wins after 41 races in life. Terrible Land, guest from Sicily, last time winner in Syracuse, 9 win over 37 races were rated here. The same for What You Can, outstanding condition for the gelding by Ponsed, 5 years old, last time winner in a major handicap B class in Pisa San Rossore, 4th out of 19 in Milano, 7 wins over 31 races, still in the game. Renegade by Dream Ahead, right behind What You Can on its last time out, 4 wins over 32 races, out of the money in its second last. It's classy horse, not easy to let him win, but one to watch, not to exclude at all. Charlie's Jamboree, number 9 by Twilight Sun, ran quite well over last time out in Firenze, 4th out of 11, then 2nd out of 17 behind Royal Status here in Roma Capannelle. As well right here, the Twilight Sun loves the good ground that face today. The same for Self Praise, number 11, one of the three main contenders of the race after the good third out of 14 on last time out in Pisa. 3 wins over 32 races for the Twilight Sun colt of 4 years old, stakes winner and group place at 3 years old. Quite dangerous if inside the right day, but they're all in line. The second last race in Roma Capannelle is now on the way. Regular break for the whole field from the inside to the outside. The yellow silk of Anche Meno just chased by number 12 Sparkle a Lot. Third position for number 5 Terrible Land Wide Nose Band for the son of territories in fourth, wider from the rail, the blue silk of number 6 What You Can, then the third line of the race with Win the Best in green and white, Charlie's Jamboree in full blue in the midst of the traffic as on its outside in 3 wide, Renegade in full green, and then even Love Revolution, then Frozen Juke in yellow and blue that is covered by Anche Meno, Self Praise under full red silk is third last, then Canticchiando is the back marker of the race along with Royal Status as they make their way inside the final stretch, 3.5 to go under the lead of What You Can, Sparkle a Lot, then Man in Promise, Renegade, what a thrilling finish inside the last 2 furlong with What You Can still in hands, Sparkle a Lot is under pressure, Man in Promise, and then Renegade under quite good turn of foot is now challenged by Frozen Juke, then Self Praise under red silk is trying to catch the leader, Renegade number 7 is out in front by 1.5, Frozen Juke, Self Praise, then the late finish of Canticchiando which is flying over the field and goes on to score the second last race in Roma Capannelle from last to first, Canticchiando. The Ravens Pass Colt beats Renegade, Self Praise, and Frozen Juke. Let's take a look to the replay because they're close to the line. Better to watch it back. Number 8. Another major handicap C class reserved for the Philly Smiler of 4 and up, racing over 7.5 furlongs. Lineup of the race with number 1 Aquila Reale ridden by Dario Vargiu, number 2 Diavlita Marco Ghiani, number 3 San Pasadora Giuseppe Ergegovic, 4 Belinda Bell Alberto Sanna, number 5 Deadline Dario Di Tocco, 6 Love Tonight Alessio Satta, number 7 Summer Lady Fabio Branca, 9 Martingana Salvatore Sulas, number 10 Sound of Love Gabriele Cannarella, number 11 Alabama Pearl, Michael Arras, 13 La Sceriffetta, Francesco Dettori, number 14 Contagion, Germano Marcelli, 15 Jar Jar Binks, Samuele Diana, number 16 Speed to Run, Davide Cirocca. 14 contenders for this last race in Roma Capannelle, definitely open to many, with 4 main contenders starting from the top weight, the qualitative filly of 4 years old by New Bay Aquila Reale. Return to the action on last time out over a shorter trip of 6 furlongs, not racing bad, finishing well inside the last 200 yards, 7 out of 9 on last time out, has to handle quite severe top weight today, but is definitely one to watch. Ridden by Dario Vargiu for the Incolin stable that is seeking the quick double in the day. Diavlita, number 2 by Sioux Nation, 3rd out of 8 on last time out behind Happiness Therapy and Nayeli over a longer trip, 2nd out of 11 behind Estrosa on its second last, the best rating inside the field for the Sioux Nation filly. Then number 4 Belinda Bell by Roaring Lion, interesting chance out of the money on last 2 out, but 3 wins in a row during the end of last season before the break. 3 wins over 12 races, 6 out of 14 on last time out in Pisa. Quite unlucky that time, finishing well inside the traffic. Then number 5 Deadline, 9-1 for the Desert Prince filly. Last time winner in a claiming race, ex-classy filly stakes winner and place, 7 wins over 35 races, quite dangerous if back to its best. Then Summer Lady number 7, 6-1, the third force of the betting, last time winner in a crowded handicap in Milan over 7 furlongs over the straight turf track at the debut here in Roma Capannelle. Intrigues with 3 wins over 13 races. Summer Lady natural closer, needs good pace, finish well. Then Sound of Love by Tazlit, another extremely regular, always in the money on last 3 out with 2 times third in a selling and claiming race, but behind and in front of quite good rivals. Then Alabama Pearl by Dandy Man, 2 times in the money on last 2 out, 1 win only over 20 races. Alabama Pearl, purchased in Ireland and at the 9 race in life, no win yet in Italy, but under quite good condition. Then La Scerifetta number 13, double digit, strong double digit for Le Vie Infinite, Philly out of the money after the break, so it remains one of the strongest outsider of the race. Jar Jar Binks number 15, one of the bottom weight, second out of 19 in Roma over a longer trip, but used to race around the mile, not face any difficulties over the daily distance. 13 wins over 73 races for the 7-year-old filly by Big Bad Bob. Then Contagion number 14 for Fabio Boccardelli, the leading connection and the winner of the Italian 1000 guineas, thanks to Binam 2 races before. Contagion, third out of 11 on last time out, then second out of 15 on its second last. Could be one of the long shots of the race under good and current form. So in the end, quite difficult race to read, but nice to bet thanks to the good odds, even for the favorites. Actually, looking to the betting, the shortest price is 9 against 2 of number 2 Diavlita. Third price of the betting shared by number 1 and 7 Aquila Reale and Summer Lady. 4 outside the gates, Love Tonight, Speed to Run, then the purple of number 10 Sound of Love. Deadline gone in right now. Love Tonight, the one under white noseband, and blue silk along with Speed to Run should be the last ones to complete the line of this race. Number 8. One more. Speed to Run goes in. Loading process complete right now. Race number 8, major handicap, big class over 7.5 furlongs, is ready to go right now. Late break for Speed to Run, regular for the rest of the rival. La Scerifetta, then Belinda Bell, wider from the rail, number 11 in white silk, Alabama Pearl, Aquila Reale, the top weight in pink and green, is racing in second wide, then in fifth, San Pasadora in full yellow, Jar Jar Binks in sixth under blue jacket. Contagion is traveling well and now is trying to improve, then leaves Aquila Reale with Sound of Love, Speed to Run. Then even number 9 Martingana with Deadline, and Diavlita, the favorite of the race, that is racing as back marker of the field as they make their way inside the final stretch. Half a mile left to go with La Scerifetta, chase on the inside by Belinda Bell, on the outside by Alabama Pearl. Then comes at quite good speed number 1 Aquila Reale. San Pasadora and Jar Jar Binks are trying to get closer, then looking to the right side of the track, Sound of Love, and then even a deadline. The one under Yellow Silk and White Nose Band, Belinda Bell, is the one to catch for Alabama Pearl. Aquila Real is not gaining so much ground. Then Jar Jar Binks, Contagion and Sound of Love. Here it comes, Alabama Pearl under quite good turn of foot. Is now extending the way. Have to face the late kick of Sound of Love, Aquila Reale, Jar Jar Binks and Contagion racing up to the line. There's no way to beat number 11, Alabama Pearl. 1.5 behind. One good Sound of Love. Then Summer Lady and Aquila Reale.